He's like, how did this happen to the party?
Yeah. It is like, yeah. Like, how did the most predictable thing in the world happen?
But it was happening. It's not like this is new. I guess it's gotten worse on Twitter. There is some severe right-wing infighting taking place right now, and that is, of course, happening with Ben Shapiro. He has decided, despite the fact that he is deeply unpopular, he's decided to put his name out there once again, in spite of his career falling apart, because everyone Israel now, at least on the internet. And I think he did this like long video about Tucker Carlson and Nick Fuentes, Heritage Foundation. I want to see what it was. Do you guys have the video? 41 minutes. Tucker Carlson sabotages America. 800,000.
Ben, that's the length of an SVU episode. What do you
debate him? We're all noticing now. Top comment, just debate him. He'd gladly do it. Nick is going to go nuclear on Ben tonight. Ugh, I hate Ben Shapiro, but I also hate this we're noticing. Like, what are you noticing? What are you noticing? Like, just, I don't know. I would rather them be like openly anti-Semitic than be like, oh, I'm beginning to notice this. Oh, wow, really? The Israeli lobby is quite powerful, huh? Incredible.
I have heard that this is a real clunker, this video. As in, he went out there, he swung, and he did not come close.
Ratioed hard in the comments. Right-wing pod wars are about to be wild this week. This will be Ben Shapiro's most watched video this year. Americanism, not globalism. Went straight to the comments law. In my opinion, you and Nick should do a live podcast together. Oh, my God.
That's me. I'm the guy who's fans of both.
Yeah.
I love you both.
Yeah, why don't you guys get along?
I hate it when you
listen. For me, like, this is the environment that he literally created. Mark Levin, too. Like, conservative Jews have played such a major role in the development of some of these, like, pivotal anti-Semites now.
A lot of, like...
Nick Fuentes said Mark Levin is the reason why he was like, oh my God, the great replacement is happening.
Think about, like, all the people who were, like, really big on the Ground Zero Mosque, Pam Geller, Daniel Pipes, all these people, like, Horowitz, all these people who ran the gamut from, like, former white Black Panthers, like Horowitz was, to, like, so just lifelong, like, crank Zionists, more in the line of Geller. These sort of outmoded global war on terror era neocon, some to the right of neocon, like Zionist Jewish conservatives, they went super hard on Islam in the middling years of the global war on terror, and it is impossible to like not draw the through line here. It's okay. You help push the toothpaste out of the tube. If it's okay to like start a national campaign about like the Ground Zero Mosque, where do you think that ends?
Yeah. But also, like, the whole, even with the great replacement stuff, like, who do you think those guys are going to blame for the great replacement? They're not going to invent a new, they're not going to be like, oh, the Muslims are doing the great replacement. They're going to say the Jews are doing it, dumbass. Like,
I thought that was so funny when, like, Elon was talking about that, and then, like, my two favorite experts on Judaism, the Sequoia Capital and the Palantir guy, who both have names of Watergate co-conspirators. Sean McGuire and John Lonsdale, who are somehow, some way with those names, they're Jewish. I don't know how, but they were like, we agree. And it's like, yeah, I'm sure. Good save.
Yeah.
It's gonna stop there. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just any comment from ADL regarding Vance urging conservatives to work together with the Groypers. I think it's idiotic to overreact to a couple of elections in the blue states, but a few thoughts. Scott Pressler, TPO, saying a bunch of others have been working hard to register voters. I said it in 2022, and I've said it repeatedly since. Our coalition is lower propensity, and that means we have to do better at turning out voters than we have in the past. 2, we need to focus on the home front. The president has done a lot of that, has already paid off on the lower interest rates and lower inflation. Oh, yeah, he's doing great.
Yep.
He's doing great on the economy. Everyone, dude, this is literally this is vibeflation.
Yeah.
But instead, they're doing it now.
No, they got the curse of Brandon.
Yeah.
They're going to post, like, if your Thanksgiving is 11 cents cheaper this year, it's because of us.
Yeah. Yeah, no, literally. Like, what the this is the one thing that you can't actually like convince people on. And you clearly can't even like shift their attention and their priority away from the actual economic struggles that they're experiencing long enough for them to forget, you know, all the deportations and whatnot, which ironically also is contributing to prices going up as well. But we inherited a disaster from Joe Biden, and Rome wasn't built in a day. Okay.
All right.
We're going to keep on working to make a decent life affordable in this country, and that's the metric by which we'll ultimately be judged in 2026 and beyond. 3, the infighting is stupid. I care about my fellow citizens, particularly young Americans, being able to afford a decent life. I care about immigration and our sovereignty, and I care about establishing peace overseas so our resources can be focused at home. If you care about those things too, let's work together. Oh my God.
It's also so weird because it's like, this is the one prominent Republican who isn't like facing facts and going, okay, we got washed.
Yeah.
Everyone else seemed to be pretty well and able to do that.
Hey, Trump is being like, yeah, it was a bad night.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
I mean, that's the thing about a new convert, though, you know?
Yeah. Oh my God. Here's Brett Cooper defending Nick Fuentes, I guess, which I didn't know she was like that.
You are so blinded by your ridiculous, insane hatred of Tucker Carlson that you cannot see how irresponsible and hypocritical you are being. I mean, these tweets from Ted Cruz I'm going to read you next are a great example of this. So just a month ago, he tweeted this. He said, "They don't kill you because you're a Nazi. They call you a Nazi so they can kill you. Political violence is a left-wing phenomenon. Enough is enough. We need to shut it down." And then in response to Fuentes and Tucker this week, he tweeted this. "Trump's bombing of the Ayatollah's nuclear facilities made the little Nazi mad. Good. So now you're turning around and you're calling somebody that you don't like a Nazi. You're doing this out of blind rage because you're so angry that the conservative base's attitudes are rapidly..."
That's not wrong, yeah.
I mean, yes, but also he is a Nazi. I think it's funny. I love that they're fighting. I don't give a shit. But like, he is literally like, I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's over at this point. It's over. It's
only
over.
like, 5% more than them.
That's exactly. Thank you. Hey, you've seen the two, like the Venn diagram, Ben Shapiro, Nick Fuentes Venn diagram, where it's like they agree on 99%, except Ben Shapiro is Jewish and Nick Fuentes hates Jews. And that's pretty much it. Like, that is, like, you can't have like this endlessly expansive, unlimited reactionary movement and then turn around and be like, well, there's one group of people we got to be woke about, and it's the Jews, which is also historically the one group that the Nazis and right-wingers in general, reactionary movements historically, have blamed for everything. So, like, what the are you thinking?
I think it's more than possible to have, like, a generally, like, right-wing movement that isn't, like Jews aren't, there's no, like, animus against Jews. But I don't think it's possible to have one like built on racial animus and then to have not just like a carve out, but like sort of like
special status,
state enforced like DEI for Jews. Yeah. No,
you can't. Like that's
impossible.
It's unironically impossible. I'm telling you, if the UAE, it's kind of funny to think, had like a similar level of like a pervasive propaganda vehicle that had a domestic foothold and had like all these advocacy groups that were constantly trying to punish people and cancel people, yell at them for saying something about like Dubai chocolate or whatever.
Yeah.
And you're like, that's anti-UAE. That's anti-Arab.
Anti-Emirati.
Yeah, that's anti-Emirati behavior. And they were like successfully banning people. A lot more Americans will be up in arms about Sudan.
Yeah.
Like 100%. They'd be like, immediately we have to put an end to this. Like, they get away with it partially also because they just don't do what Israel has done. But that's also the same reason why they don't get the same level of money that Israel gets or the same level of protection that Israel gets. And at most, America turns a blind eye to your behavior, right? Especially as long as you are pro-Israel.
What if you got kicked out of your university for using the term collegiate? Like, yeah, then it's a totally different environment.
Yeah, people will be like, no, I'm gonna like, which maybe they'll do because now you see Saudi Arabia kind of pivoting to the woke side of things a little bit. Well, can you imagine? Like,
that's interesting because Saudi Arabia, they're getting more woke.
Yeah,
but the UAE, they've decided to like throw their lot in. Of course, Emiratis would go, you know what has legs? this thing where you're really right wing, except for like Jews.
Yeah.
It is. They're like, that has the best future out of any of this.
Yeah.
Every time now, like,
I love I love seeing like Emirati accounts that just like they post like the son of Hamas guy.
Yeah, no,
like
I think that like Indians like get a bad rep because like, yeah, there are some like BJP. I mean, there are a lot of people in BJP and a lot of people in BJP who like support Israel specifically for like anti-Islam reasons.
Yeah.
But like by and large, like it's not like every Indian or every Hindu for that matter is like a fervent Zionist.
Yeah. UAE's the strongest advocates.
Yeah, like every time I see an Emirati flag now, it's followed by like one of the worst things I'll read about Palestinians that day. Like there's psychotic stuff coming out of that fucking gun.
Yeah.
Changing that Nick Fuentes is getting national attention, and so you have turned around and in response, you are compromising your own values and anger, which is such a dangerous precedent to set. And unfortunately for you guys, yes, the attitudes are changing. So again, it makes sense why this group is incredibly frantic.
I mean, yeah, no, it does feel like the independent wing is just seeing the wave of anti-Israel sentiment, and especially on the right, it manifests as like very clearly in an anti-Semitic fashion, because it's virtually impossible after however many decades of just being like, everything that is being done here is being done for the Jews. We're doing it for the Jews. We're killing all the Palestinians for the Jews. It's Judaism. And if you speak out against it, you're anti-Semitic. Americans are not going to think in a more complicated manner than what they've been bludgeoned in the head with.
And it's the perfect thing for them because like that totally exonerates America.
Dude, that's what I'm so thank you. Exactly. That's what makes me so mad. It's like, oh yeah, our politicians actually would never do wholesale slaughter of Muslims in the region if it wasn't for the Jews that are hypnotizing them or engaging in blackmail, which by the way still means your favorite politician, Christian politician, is a pedophile. Okay? Yeah. Like what do you mean?
Yeah, no, I mean, those texts, the Kirk text about like the $2 billion in Tucker, that was not a guy who was like, his heart was moved by images he was seeing.
Yeah, no, he's a piece of shit.
That was, I mean, just in 2023, at the end of 2023, when he made that joke about, oh, well, they say they get thrown off of buildings, but now all the buildings are gone.
Yeah.
But his stated goal, his political reason to be was to attract young people to the party. And this one thing was making it harder than anything else.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think those texts are so funny because it's like, yeah, this was such a principled guy.
Yeah.
They're not going to give me $2 million? Oh, my, fuck. Like, if it's between like $2 million and like something you believe in, okay, well, it's cool to have $2 million, but it shouldn't be, if you really believe in it, it shouldn't be that hard of a choice for you.
Yeah, that, but also, yeah, the envoys of Israel are unimaginably arrogant and unimaginably entitled. And how many insider articles that we read or books that we read about like Bill Clinton being like, who's the superpower here? And then doing literally the bidding of Israel regardless, lying on behalf of Israel throughout the negotiations process and totally destroying the so-called peace process in its entirety at the behest of Israel. But yeah, they hated the Israeli envoys. They hated Benjamin Netanyahu, but that doesn't change anything. So Charlie Kirk experiencing that exact same emotion was not going to change his public persona or his public positioning on Israel even one bit. And the only reason why he was trying to even find a middle of the road approach here was because he wants everyone to be pro-Israel. He's number one, first and foremost, or not pro-Israel, sorry. He wants everyone to be pro-Trump. And first and foremost, he's loyal to Trump. And Trump is the biggest fighter of Israel. So how the do you come out and speak out against Trump? That was never going to happen.
Right.
Like if Trump turned around and was like, Israel, actually, Miriam, thank you for the $250 million. I'm done with this shit. Then yeah, the next day they would be like, yeah, let's put concentration camps, and everyone would be fine with it. Like all the Republicans would be down with it. But as long as Trump is writing Israel, Charlie Kirk was never going to turn around and speak out against it. Yeah, a lot of the anti-Israel, anti-Jewish invective on the right is disguised attack on Trump. By the way, Dinesh is getting woke because he's sick and tired of the anti-Indian sentiment on the right. Did you see all this stuff?
No, yeah, I mean...
He's like, how did this happen to the party?
Yeah, it is like, yeah. Like, how did the most predictable thing in the world happen?
But it was happening. It was happening to the party while he was still in the party, and he still is. But, like, it's not like this is new. I guess it's gotten worse on Twitter, the anti-Indian hate specifically.
Right.
But
well, I mean, I think with like guys like Dinesh specifically, you do have to keep in mind that they are all like 65. To him, like 2004 was like yesterday. 2012 for that matter.
Here's a lot of the anti-Israel, anti-Jewish invective on the right is a disguised attack on Trump. Trump is the one who blew up the Iran nukes. Trump backed Netanyahu and as Israel crippled Hamas. Trump is redrawing the map of the Middle East, but they're afraid to go against Trump, which is true. He's being honest.
I think he's kind of, yeah.
There are some deep fissures on the right about Zionism, says G here. There have been for a long time since 1967. They were papered over in the interest of coalition unity. But under the pressures of the current conflict, these fissures are reemerging. The long quoted passage here is useful to understand some of the sources of right-wing anti-Zionism, which is very distinct from left-wing anti-Zionism.
Dick Durbin in Illinois, the guy he beat for him to become a senator was one of the last anti-Israel Republicans. Not even anti-Israel, like just, skeptical of lobby claim. I mean,
Yeah.
I think he would get called anti-Israel now and then, but no, they're
Oh, there's a generational divide? No way. No way. Every Republican under the age of 35 is a young Hitlerian. That's so shocking. They're not even, they've moved beyond Hitler too. They're so nerdy about their Nazism that they had to find like esoteric shit,
what?
Which I guess the Nazis were also into, but
Who's the coolest figure to be into then? Like Celine?
well, there's the Japanese fascist, the gay one that everybody loves.
Oh, Mishima.
Yeah.
No, I think that's it. It's always going to be like someone who's a cultural figure
Yeah.
and not like Celine.
Or Franco's
Green
so
Omelet.
funny. They're like
Franco is hilarious. Franco wasn't supposed to be the guy.
Yeah. But why not Mussolini? You think it's because they think he's too woke? Like,
I mean, he did kind of like lose control of like most of his country,
Yeah.
I don't know. And he looks kind of ridiculous. No, I think among younger people, it's cultural figures. Lean, Ezra Pound, et cetera. But I mean, the aspect of Nazism where you're always going to the North Pole to find Santa.
yeah, they love
That will never
They
die.
love Evola.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Franco, so the guy that was supposed to be in charge of the Phalanges, he was flying from exile back into Spain right as the Civil War was beginning. And this was like, airplanes had only been around so long. And they were like, hey, General, you might not pack in so many outfits because we don't know how... We might be going over this plane's weight limit. And he was like, you, I need all my outfits. And the plane crashed. He dies. And so then they put Franco in there. This guy who is like never supposed to be the number one.
Those are the best guys. Harris staff meeting exposed something of a generational divide within Heritage, as one staffer who claimed to represent the perspective of the foundation's younger employees said that she did not have a problem with Robert's initial defense of Carlson and wanted to make sure that the views of her generation, who she said were generally more critical of Israel, would still be welcome at Heritage. Eliana's right, and the Q&A is a very much worth the listen. Here's a snippet of some of the remarks from the young female staffer. I condemn Nick Fuentes' hateful rhetoric. That being said, I would like to point out that some of the most vocal people against Tucker Carlson have been calling him an anti-Semite since he started to hold more anti-interventionist views. Yeah, the only difference between Tucker Carlson and Nick Fuentes is Tucker Carlson has like 20 years of media experience, and especially from like the professional side of media, and therefore knows what buttons to never touch. Like, that's it. He has tremendous messaging discipline. Like, Nick Fuentes, on the other hand, he's a memer. He's on the internet. He's more freewheeling. You know what I mean? He doesn't give a shit, and he can't stop himself from...
And Tucker started as a neocon.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
That was
true.
like the first half of his career.
Yeah. I mean, there's the video of him. I watched the video of him shitting on Pat Buchanan.
Yeah.
Literally using the same exact rhetoric that they're using against Tucker Carlson now. Like,
Yeah.
wait, Kevin Roberts hit a third statement? No. Oh my God, bro.
Keep digging. Dig up, stupid.
The boss call after boss call, man.
Oh my God.
Kevin, god damn. Kevin Roberts, who heads up the Heritage Foundation and Heritage Action, has now released his third public statement on his disastrous video last week. The most recent statement is going to continue to dissatisfy many of the people who criticized him for his first video, and it's also going to firmly turn Nick Fuentes and his supporters against him. This whole saga has been a major unforced error. Is such a funny thing for Yashar Ali to say, by the way. Like he's making it seem like, you shouldn't have said anything. You should just kept the coalition going. Like, Yashar Ali, big defender of keeping the right-wing coalition between Nazis intact. I know that's not what he's trying to say, but this is what it comes across as. Oh, God. I love watching right-wing infighting, though. It's awesome.
Both as president of the Heritage Foundation and also as an American who understands the urgency of this moment. Leadership requires owning the moments where we fall short, then using them to reset, refocus, and recommit. I talked about this today, as you may have seen, during our Heritage All-Staff Town Hall. I'm so grateful for my amazing colleagues. My use of the phrase venomous coalition, terrible choice of words.
I'm hungry.
It caused justified concern, especially among friends and allies who know how seriously Heritage has fought and continues to fight against the rise of anti-Semitism.
So what?
Everyone has the responsibility
there's just a
to
certain
speak
level of
up
wetness.
against the scourge of anti-Semitism, no matter the messenger. Heritage and I
It is so like
will do
this
so,
is not what
even
the
when
head
my
of the
friend
Heritage
Tucker
Foundation
Carlson
should look like.
is
I'm
challenging.
sorry.
My
I think he looks awesome.
Dude, he looks like a de-testosterone version of that that car salesman guy that comes in and like yells at guys who sell cars.
Yes.
Like that's
Who's like, yeah, my wife all the time. You have to be skinny.
yeah.
If you're not svelte, get the out of my car lot.
You only have to spend 3 minutes a day with your kids. Like, this is not an inspiring looking. Like, this looks like a personal injury attorney. The head of the Heritage Foundation should be like classic evil looking guy. This is more modern. Not even evil, just amoral looking.
He looks boring.
He looks low rent.
Heritage colleagues know, as do you, the work ahead is too important. Our conservative movement must be willing to wrestle with hard conversations, not avoid them. Last night's election results demonstrate this. The need of this moment is clear.
That's so funny because it's like not a single Democrat cast a single ballot because the Republicans are too Nazi aligned, okay? That's not even remotely the conversation.
I mean, they might as well just be like, okay, we hear you. More air traffic fatalities. Like, that's basic.
Yeah. Literally everything is falling apart, and these guys are like, "Oh, I don't know. What do we do? Should we just keep this one gay Mexican white supremacist guy and his army of autists on our side? They're in our replies too hard. Oh, it's awesome. Oh, it's funny."
Articulate a bold, positive vision that convinces Americans that conservative policies will revitalize the American dream. The left isn't slowing down. If we want to win, truly win, we must grow stronger in every way. Here is what we are focused on moving forward. Standing for strong families, because no society...
Abolishing air traffic control.
I love standing for strong families too, because it's like that's almost like
No, I want
a
to
child of a middle class family.
Yeah.
Like, what about the weak families?
Yeah.
Them.
No, this is their small. I'm a small business.
Yeah, no, they're Kamala mode right
Yeah,
now.
this is so awesome. I love standing for strong families.
survives without them. Advocating for the dignity of work and free enterprise, because it's how people build meaning and sustain freedom. Defending national sovereignty, because a country that doesn't protect itself isn't a country. And restoring citizenship as a sacred trust, rooted in virtue liberty, and faith. It's not just policy, it's purpose. So to each of you working the long hours, holding the line, doing the unglamorous tasks that keep this mission moving, I see you. I'm grateful. And I want you to know we're in this together. Movements like ours are not weakened by adversity. We are sharpened by it. Let's take what we've learned. Let's recommit. And by all means, let's go win.
Bro, he said nothing. What? So do they want groypers or not? He didn't say shit.
As you may have seen, during our Heritage All-Staff Town Hall, I'm so grateful for my amazing colleagues. My use of the phrase venomous coalition was a terrible choice of words.
Oh!
It caused justified concern, especially among friends and allies who know how seriously heritage...
Wait, he's bowing down. Oh, he's saying like, my bad. I'm sorry for saying it's venomous coalition, actually. We love the groypers.
...has fought and continues to fight against the rise of anti-Semitism. Everyone has the responsibility to speak up against the scourge of anti-Semitism, no matter the messenger. Heritage and I will do so, even when my friend Tucker Carlson needs challenging. My Heritage colleagues know, as do you, the work ahead is too important. Our conservative movement must be willing to...
Wait, he's saying sorry for saying the groypers are venomous, but then he's also saying we're going to keep fighting anti-Semitism. Color grading on this video is fantastic, though. That's wrong. He's saying he's sorry for calling those accusing Tucker of anti-Semitism a venomous. Oh, that's what he did? Oh, he didn't call the groypers venomous. He called the people calling Tucker Carlson an anti-Semite venomous. And that's who he was apologizing for.